Good day. We are very happy to have this chance to speak to all of you and discuss Chapter 9. So let's get right into it. Linking measures to strategy.
Hey, are you wondering how one's company strategy affects its performance? And what are the strategies that you can use and how can it be implemented?
No need to wait for any longer. Today, we will all discuss it to you.
So first, let us talk about balance scorecard and how does it help the company.
A balance scorecard is a collection of critical performance measures. It is used to control and monitor the consequences arising from these actions.
So how does balance scorecard links measures to strategy? First, they must be derived from the company's mission, vision, and objective.
Then, performance should be chosen so the balance between outcome and measures.
Lastly, all scorecards should be linked to cause and effect relationships.
What does cause and effect relationships means?
It measures the lead and lag and serves as a means for showing the firm's strategy. In short, it measures the outcome and shows whether the strategy is effective or not.
Cause and effect relationship can be utilized properly using different feedbacks. What are those? Let's discuss them.
So number 1, double loop feedback. It's when managers receive info about both effectiveness and validity of strategy. The first loop uses the goals of decision-making rules. And the second loop enables their modification, hence double loop.
Number 2, second feedback is the single loop feedback. Unlike double loop, single loop only focuses the effectiveness of implementation. I will show you how this two feedback looks like. Now, let's move on to strategy map and how can it be contribute to company's growth.
Strategy map provides a concise presentation of the firm's strategy. The linkage shows firm's objective and show how these are linked to 4 perspectives. What are the 4 perspectives in strategy map?
Number 1, financial. The financial performance measures define the long-run objectives of business.
We can identify it using 3 stages: rapid, growth, sustain, and harvest.
Rapid growth is a stage where firms need to make considerable investments. They need to enhance their products, build connections, and customer relationships.
Sustain stage is where they need to maintain their existing market and grow more. And lastly, harvest stage where the firm reaches the maturity of their product. The business no longer warrants significant investment and cannot grow further.
Number 2, customer. Manager identify the customer and market segment to determine the targeted segment. These include measure of customer satisfaction, customer retention, and acquisition.
Number 3, internal business process. In this part, executives identify the internal business process they must excel. Focus on internal process that gives great impact in achieving their objectives.
Number 4, learning and growth. This identifies the fundament that the firm must build to create long-term growth. Now that we have learned the 4 perspectives, I'll show you how strategy map.
I guess by now you have learned a lot about strategies, but we're not done yet. Let us now move on and proceed to strategic alignment.
Firms today are challenged to adapt to the changing business environment. In order to stay competitive, firms must devise viable and creative strategies. In order for a strategy to do its job, the firm must maintain strategic alignment.
What are the benefits of being strategically aligned? Well, lacking strategic alignment may cause a lot of trouble in companies' growth. Even worse, if the strategy is unclear to employees, it might affect their work. This may result to loss their morale and willingness to offer their best.
So, by ensuring strategic alignment, your company will benefit by these things.
Reduce or abolish workplace redundancies. Eliminate conflicting priorities.
Increase team member coordination, communication, and buy-in.
Empower all team members to shape the future of the organization.
Clarify the capabilities and competitive advantages of the organization.
Being aligned to the strategy is not enough to build a good foundation. Communication is the key for effective strategy.
When implementing the balanced scorecard or any type of strategic plan, the scope of firm's internal communication strategy can make or break the effort.
There are 4 lessons that you can use to have a better strategic communication.
Lesson number 1. Present strategic plan in many different ways.
Employees in every business absorb information differently. So be sure to present your strategy in many different ways. You can use video, audio, and written strategy communication. By doing this, employees can learn about the plan in a way that is best for them.
Lesson number 2. Make your message clear and relevant.
You need to define your strategic terms. Don't assume your employees know exactly why and who is your targeted customer.
Lesson number 3. Keep communication flowing in both directions.
Be open for feedback and criticism to be able to determine the things.
Done deal, right? Well, not always. There is dangerous other version of this management reporting story. You define your strategy, you incentivize your staff to improve measures. The staff gets paid a great deal of bonus money. And your organization doesn't achieve any desirable results.
You'd rather journey down the path toward the former. Consider the precautions. How to align incentives with results.
Number 1. Limit the number of measures you compensate for. Critical strategic measure is 25%, while less critical measure is 5% of the weight.
Number 2. Avoid measures that can be gained. Call center answer the phone to meet their incentives without solving any issues.
Number 3. Ensure you have a control system in place. You want to record and sample those calls to ensure the system is running smooth.
Number 4. Set reasonable targets for your measures. Improving the number of widgets that your company can produce by 10% to 20%.
Number 5. Consider a trigger mechanism for funding incentives. You determine the company needs to make a net income of a certain dollar amount.
Number 6. Consider how bonus will affect total compensation.
At this level, bonuses will be considered an expectation than exception. In conclusion, This management reporting tale may seem overly cautionary, but it's meant to be. You need to be very careful when you're setting your incentives.
To ensure that they actually drive toward positive strategic results.
But do keep in mind that when implemented properly, extra compensation is one of the best to get people in your company.
To pay attention to the strategy and the measures you want them to focus on. Let's move on to resource allocation.
Successful strategic management involves company resources performed effectively. By learning how to manage competing priorities, successful business professional.
To balance job tasks, schedule work efficiently, and ensure that the work flows smoothly from one process to the next.
Establishing a comprehensive strategic plan for allocating workers and supplies. Coordinate project and operational effectively by establishing management strategy.
Employ software tools.
Outsource routine tasks to companies that specialize in a particular function.
Train employees to have the required skills and job tasks to get completed on time.
Manage suppliers by analyzing workflow of resource materials from one to another.
And now, this is the end of the discussion.
Hope you learn new things from us.
Thank you.